Hi there, this is a tutorial on how to calibrate the hands and set the time on this Casio G-Shock GA-2100. As you can see, the watch is displaying a different time with the hands and a different time with the digital display. The day is somewhere in between and it's not showing exactly what it should be showing. Now, to proceed with the setting, we keep the adjust button depressed and we keep it pressed even after we get into the hand setting until we see the sub here flashing. When we see the sub flashing, we stop pressing the adjust button, and now we are ready to set a small hand here exactly at Sunday. To do this, we use the lower button. If we keep it pressed, the hand is moving fast. It makes one full turn and then stops. I am setting this exactly to Sunday. Okay. Next, I press the mode button and we see the hands turning, and here on the display 000 is flashing. This means that we have to set the hands to 0 hours. We can do it with the lower button going forward, or we can go also backward, depending what time our watch is showing. So we will go forward. I kept it pressed and it started spinning. When I press it again, it will stop immediately. So I do it again. It's running forward. Just before 12, I stop and go step by step. Until we find exactly 12. Okay. Now we have calibrated the hands with the digital. And you will see that the day is at Saturday, and the hands will go and show the time that the digital display is showing. Now, if we want to set the time now, we keep the adjust button pressed until we get into the setting mode. Now, this first one is the place where we set the time zone. When you travel, all you have to do is find the time zone where you are traveling to, and the watch will go to this time zone. Now I have set the time zone from Athens to London. If I get out of the setting, you see that the watch is displaying 3:49, and the hands will go and match this time. So it's very easy to use this when and if someone is traveling. Again, we go in the setting and I will find my time zone: Madrid, Paris, Rome, Berlin, Stockholm, Athens. So here we are. Then I press the mode again. This is to set the daylight saving time, or otherwise summertime and winter time. So daylight saving time off, it means that we are in winter time and it is off. Pressing again the mode button, Pressing again the mode button, we can toggle between 12-hour and 24-hour display of the hours. You see now that the hours are displayed in 24-hour mode. The seconds are now flashing. We can adjust the seconds by pressing the start button, the lower right, and we press the mode button again, where we can adjust the time. We go forward with the lower button and backward with the upper button. With the same way, we can adjust the minutes, and each press of the mode button we find what we want to adjust, and with these two buttons we set it. Now it's the month, the calendar again. Key here is to choose whether you want a beep sound to be heard when you press the buttons or not. So we toggle between mute and key. Next is the light, is the duration of light, very briefly, and 3 gives you a little more time. Now we have finished setting, and we go out by pressing the adjust, and as you can see, the hands will go and match what the digital display is showing. Now, when you want to set between summertime and wintertime, or as we said it, daylight saving time, DST on off, we press the upper button, the adjust, until we go into the setting of the time. We press the mode button once, and we can toggle daylight saving time on and off. I have it on now to check, and we can see that here it's showing 2056, and the hands are showing the proper time. One more time to put it back. On, off. And it's all done. Back to wintertime. That was it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you can leave a comment. Thank you.